Hello everybody, welcome back to Trentino, Italy. It's the FIBA U18 EuroBasket. It's finals day. It's the third place game between Spain and France. Well, earlier today, Latvia losing to Austria, and in the vital fifth place game, Germany winning over Greece. After this one, we'll have the title game coming up. That'll be between Slovenia and Italy. So here's the road to the final. You can see that Spain came up short yesterday against Slovenia, and Italy won an absolute overtime thriller against France, getting game-winning three-pointer at the end of overtime. So France and Spain squaring off for third place here in Italy. Well, these events are so much fun, but there's one common trait to all third place games, and that is it is the game that neither team wanted to play in. But it is also a certainty that the team that wins this game is going to leave this tournament feeling so much better about what it achieved here in Italy. Whenever you get to the podium, whenever you leave with a win, you clearly feel like you have that sense of achievement, of success, and it's very important for the federations and for the career of these young men, rather, to get on that podium. Spain, the champions last year, trying to keep their string of medals going or making it 2 in a row. In fact, France was the team that they beat last year in the final. But today it's the battle for third place. Both teams now on the court for the national anthems. So the national anthems have been played, and I think it'll be pretty quick to where these players will turn the page and show us that real competitive zeal that we've seen from them throughout this tournament. I mean, the one thing that you would say about both of these teams, they gave it all yesterday. And France, probably of the two teams, the one that feel most aggrieved because they had a 14-point lead in their game, and they just did not, late in the game, and they didn't put it away. Julio Cesar Nea-Frail from Panama is the crew chief for this game. And he is accompanied by Viola Giorgi from Norway and Valerio Grigioni from Italy. And the French starting five will be Hugo Yimga, Elliot Otelar, Luca Letailleur, Jordan Monroe Omniskar, and Kenny Vado. Letailleur was outstanding yesterday, hitting some huge shots for head coach Elise Prodholm. And for France, it really was a game that perhaps they should have closed out up 14 with 5.5 minutes remaining, but give their opponents credit. Italy, they battled back. Hugo Alonso, Gerard Fernandez, Alfonso Rodriguez, Diego Niebla, and Sheikh Diallo in the starting five for Spain. And a lot of good players coming off the bench as well for them. Victor Garcia, the head coach. And it should be noted that both teams, by winning their quarterfinals, have already clinched a place in next year's FIBA Under-19 Basketball World Cup. So there's that. And we know that both of these teams will be excited about that opportunity. Scanning the QR code to get live stats and more from the FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket here in Trentino. So the French regrouping, and they'll be hoping to get a lead and to pull away from this dangerous Spain team, because Spain have proved to everybody that they don't give up if they do fall behind. They had that famous 29-point deficit that they overcame against Greece in the quarterfinals to win that game. So they were actually trailing by 16 at the start of the fourth quarter, and they came back and won. So I think as time goes on, the disappointment of their semifinal setback yesterday to Slovenia, Spain will look back and kind of scratch their heads and collectively think, did we really do that? That was a historic moment for the Under-18 EuroBasket, especially with the stakes as high as they were. And for the French, well, you know, they've had taken some knocks in this tournament, but you know, when push came to shove and they really had to grind out some wins, they were able to get them. Beat Greece in a thriller, and also Slovak Republic threatening to upset them in the quarterfinals, and they avoided that. Excuse me, in the round of 16, and they avoided that, and just really kind of moved from strength to strength after that. Their most impressive performance probably was against Germany in the quarterfinals, and they were good yesterday for 35, 36 minutes, and maybe just kind of lost their way right at the end. But this is a team that's really gifted, talented. There's Yemga. You would have said that he would have been the MVP favorite. Still could win it. Probably the MVP, I would guess, would come from the final, whatever happens there, between Slovenia and Italy. Spain coming out now and remembering that Spain beat Estonia, Italy, Latvia, round of 16 Bulgaria, and then they beat Greece in the quarterfinals before falling yesterday to Slovenia. Slovenia later on trying to do the double. Remember, they won the Under-20 European Championship. And the Under-18 is one that they have not won yet. Well, just touching 6 o'clock here in Italy, and we are underway. The third place game between Spain and France here at the under-18 EuroBasket. This was the two teams that played in the final last year that Spain won. And France wearing the blue, fouled right here at the start of the game. Bado, so a couple free throws for the big fella who really had some huge moments in that semifinal. You know, some big contributions, especially early in the game and also at the start of the second half. But it felt like France kind of got away from him when he was catching the ball down low and going up strong. It was really seemed difficult to stop him. And Bado has a rough start, misses both free throws here to start the game. Hugo Gonzalez whips it down low, and an early bucket. Now the question is, can Rodriguez get up? And he does finally. And maybe a little bit of an injury here suffered by France. Might have a substitution. There was a, yeah. Ooh, so it was Otelar that went down. Hopefully he's going to be okay. That opens up the door to Diaby Cissé coming into the game. He was outstanding yesterday for France, as was this man, Letailleur. Probably France's MVP yesterday, Letailleur. Hit a clutch shot late in overtime. It looked like he had tied it and forced another overtime, but with 0.8 seconds left, France gave up a three in the corner. I mean, it was a kind of a crazy shot, but it went in, and there's Bado. Spinning, turning, scoring. With his overall height and size, it just seems like it would be really a good idea for France to get him the ball and touch. Nice play, Gerard driving in, Fernandez. Both these countries have produced some of the great youth players over time, and also players that have graduated to the senior teams, obviously played in the NBA and at the highest level in Europe. And Yemga comes out and knocks down the three. But whenever you see the stars, there's a really good chance that they did play for their youth national teams. So you are looking at players that will very soon, you would imagine, have an opportunity to suit up for the senior team. Diallo takes it deep. Oh, well, he was kind of flailing all over the place, kind of on skates offensively. And I'm not sure if Bado dragged him down or if he fell down. I'm assuming it was the latter. Talk about Spain. They've been one of the dominant sides. They won this tournament 2019, 2022, and 2025, and finished runners-up in 2023. So they have really had a good habit of either winning or getting to the podium in recent times. Diaby Cissé backs up, gets it over to Yemga. And Yemga knocks down another three. France last won this tournament in 2016 in Turkey, Samsun. Diego Niebla missing. Hit 32 points yesterday in the semifinal against Slovenia. Letailleur drives in and scores. He is a baller. Alonzo whips it back to Fernandez, and Fernandez has had a great start today. Now Yemga, he's feeling it. He gets it up, and a third in a row for him. Looking like a house on fire today. Maybe trying to thrust himself, improve his MVP credentials. Oh, nice, beautiful spin move by Diallo. So there's a really good chance as well Yemga would make the All-Star 5. Still have to go out and cement that with solid performance today, you would think. He's well on his way to doing that. Here's Yemga again. Goes in. Oh boy, this is his world. We're just living in it right now, folks. He's got 14, or excuse me, he takes France to 14 points. Now the turnover. Here comes the French. Rayner in the game now, number 87, as is number 27, DeBoer. DeBoer, both those guys can shoot it. Rayner spins, turns, or no, Latailleur, excuse me, scores. We'll go Alonzo. Here's Alonzo. Losing it out of bounds. Latailleur again. It's it back to DeBoer. He knocks down the three. Well, remember this French team that went 0 for 17 from three-point range against the Slovak Republic in the round of 16? Well, that was a different team because these guys are knocking them down today. To 9 already. France have been drilling it from deep. Yem gets hit a couple. First miss for Saba Merabashvili. And he misses both. And Diallo turns and scores. Nice follow, nice tap in from Rapini. Been really impressive as well of late. down low. Humberto Ruiz helped up. So you saw Spain bite the dust there. Foul called. Oh, nice defense, but poor pass. And they just triggered the break. And somehow France missed the layup. Here's Rayner. Over to DeBoer. Now Spain in the open floor. They're so much better and driving in and throwing it down. Saba Merabashvili on the break. Well, that was his most impressive display the last few days. It is all about getting into transition for this Spanish team. They just are such a different team. More in their DNA. Rayner. Oh, excellent rebound. Rapini and put back. Nobody boxes him out. Ooh, Rayner able to get the pass and two-handed flush. Goodness me. Got some high flyers out there today. Aluma, the latest to jam it home. A 12-point lead for France, forcing Spain to call timeout. Well, we talked about Spain wanting to get out and run. The French do as well. All that tremendous talent, athleticism on display, forcing Spain to call timeout. And almost getting a steal. Clock winding down. Here's Niebla. And this time France cut him off. He did that pretty much every time down the court yesterday, it felt like, against Slovenia. Had success either scoring or passing. Reyna gets it down low to Yemga. Yemga spins, turns. Here's Merabashvili again, this time fouled as he goes up. So the free throw's coming for number 10. One of the Spanish players that's at Juventud Badalona, that great club. And Maribas really makes the 2 free throws. He was 5 of 6 from the line before coming into today. Minute to go in this first quarter. Yemga drives in and travels, so Spain get it back. Spain have trailed by as many as 12 points in this game. So for a team that trailed Greece by 29, that's not going to scare them too much. They need to turn it around. Here's the miss. The French on the counter. Cognier missing, but there's the follow, and the French stretch their lead once again. Rapini and Maribashvili is fouled by Cognier, so he's going to go back to the line. And Maribas really misses both. There's 2 of 6 from the line today, so here's the free throw show coming in, but we haven't seen it so far. Letailleur taking the deep 3. Spain almost fumbling away the rebound. Osayi has checked into the game. And terrific block. Well, looks like a foul might have been called. Lucas Sanchez. Oh boy, that looked pretty clean. Sanchez fortunate to get to the free throw line. Sanchez makes the first, but misses the second. And it'll be French basketball. Cognier gets it up, throws the lob, batted away. France get it back, but that's how the first quarter finishes. Well, of the 2, France looking a little bit more imposing in this first quarter. 27-16, the French lead Spain at the end of 1 in the 3rd place game at the under-18 EuroBasket. Now the free throw shooting is concerning for Spain, 3 of 8, but even so, France 9 of 14. A lot of those shots dunks inside the arc. Vado using his body to good effect, taking it down low and scoring. Letailleur as well. Look at this. Just going to ram it home. Nope, he's going to lay it up and in this time. Gerard Fernandez started well for Spain. Yemga as well. Here he was driving in, getting the easy layup. He's got 10 points, Yemga. EuroBasket running the court well, getting the dunk. France, we're taking no prisoners. Deboer hitting the three, then the two-handed jam from Aluma. That forced a timeout to be called by Spain. And then Lucas Sanchez getting rejected, but referee thought there was a foul, so he made one of two. Scanning the QR code for live stats some more from the under-18 EuroBasket here in Trentino. Spain starting the second quarter. And Yemga whistled for a foul. Good aggressive play. Well, Diego Niebla has just been a real warrior for Spain. Just sacrificing his body, just driving into that lane. And he makes both. So let's see if Spain can get him going. Talking about him driving into the lane in this tournament. And that was the first sign that he's going to try to start establishing himself in that regard here in Trentino tonight. Yemga's going to let it fly. He drives in, turnaround, gets it up just in time. The French couldn't get the offensive rebound. Spain running. Here's Niebla. Able to get rid of the ball. Down low it goes. Oh, nice finish from Marabashvili. He's playing a more important role tonight for Spain. So another timeout, this time by France. You see all those former MVPs. Who is it going to be this time? It's always a big talking point. Probably the front runner would be Joksimovic of Slovenia at this stage. Yemga fumbles it, gets it back. Oh boy, what a silky smooth finish that was from Omniskar. Niebla and Humberto Ruiz got crossed up. There's on this guard, really good defensively as well. Really intriguing player. Tall, handles the ball well. Just saw his jump shot. Offensive foul. Kind of leaning in. Rayner. Lucas Sanchez taking one for the team. So Rayner's going to go sit down. Sanchez again, this time doesn't challenge the French front line, gets it to the corner. Those are the shots Spain need to hit because of that rim protection that France offer. They're going to be kicking it out. They got to knock him down. Yemga missing the jumper, and Niebla can't get it. Instead, it was Diaby Cissé. There's Diaby Cissé backing his way down. Oh, just a professional low post move from Diaby Cissé. Listed as a small forward, but doesn't look that small to me. He's actually 1.98 meters in height. That's 6 feet 5 inches. So I guess technically, if he didn't grow anymore, he would be a 2 or definitely a small forward. Part of the Le Mans program. Here's Diego Niebla. France were excellent that time, denying him entry to the lane. Sanchez with a nice pump fake, but no result. Letailleur has it. Ooh. And Humberto Ruiz stops the break. Letailleur to Yemga. Oh, Yemga just looked like he was going to steamroll Fernandez. Or no, Javier Viguer rather. 13-point advantage. Fernandez dumping it down low. Viguer back outside. Niebla pulls up at the stripe. Letailleur into the paint. Oh, they're just bullying him right now on both ends. And this type of physicality, this is what we saw yesterday when they kind of took command late against Italy, but then we saw France kind of come away from that and start relying more on their perimeter game. Spain called timeout to try to cope with this, come up with a plan. So Spain right now in a little bit of trouble trying to figure out this French team on both ends of the court. France really just kind of imposing their will on the Spaniards. Diallo drives in, much better. Anytime you get a layup. You're surrounded. Yimga. And it's going to be Spain basketball. Good team defense. So Spain just had a good bucket drive from Diallo. Let's see if they can put a little run together. Fernandez right at the elbow. One shot and out. Rapini with the board. Betailleur back outside. Otelar back in the game, so he must be okay. Number 8, he left early, remember? Betailleur missing that one. Got a nice touch. Here's Diallo. Oh. Well, the Frenchman was definitely set. Rapini taking one for the, Betailleur taking one for the team. Savuva is checked into the game for France for the first time. Number 22, here he is. And France fouled. Lusoyuvu fouled. He's hoping he's going to get free throws. Rodriguez comes back in for Spain. Oh, good help defense from Spain. Now they get a chance to go quickly. Excellent work. Finished by Fernandez. Rapini almost had it stolen. Cognier. Off the back of the iron goes to Lusovuvu. Lusovuvu, excuse me. Banking that one in, back to a 13-point lead. Good rebound. Rodriguez elects to take it back out. 3-point shot, Viguier. Viguier hit a couple of big ones in the come from behind win over Greece. The game tying 3 and the go-ahead 3. Lusovuvu throws it to the defense, but then they end up turning it over, and another chance to run for Spain, and Niebla fouled as he finishes. When they get out and run, they're just a different team. Especially this guy. He's pretty much going to finish everything. So France called a timeout. Long way to go in this one. 3.5 minutes remaining, just under 3.5 minutes in this first half. So Niebla is going to the line to try to complete the three-point play. He played so hard yesterday. I thought it might be hard, it might be difficult for him to kind of come out and be his normal self, but he's showing signs of being his normal self. They did have the off day on Friday, so after the quarterfinal win. Spain definitely needed a break after that one. So they've cut the deficit to 10. Lusavuvu drives in. And again, another chance to go quickly for Spain. Niebla ends up turning it over, though. Lusavuvu puts it up. It's been interesting since coming into the game. Rapini really bodying up Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes around him and lays it up and in. Good play by Rodriguez. There's Lusavuvu. His pass a little bit too telegraphed. Spain don't settle. They're going to drive in. Well, they kick it back out. They're going to get an open three from the wing. You got it. Feels like the basketball gods reward you when you pass it around like that. And then you can step into that three. Back to a 7-point game. Oh, nice turn on this guard. Niebla being hounded. Fernandez. Rodriguez going up against Lusavuvu. Lusavuvu showing his length. 14th foul on Spain. So no free throws. France trying to regain the initiative here. Feels like Spain have the bit between the teeth. Oh, nice drive and nice dunk. Yabi Cisse. We've seen him do that a lot in this tournament. Back to a 9-point advantage. Inside the final minute. France acutely aware that Niebla wants to get into the lane. They're doing a pretty good job of preventing it. Great defense there, Diaby Cisse. But then the ball fumbles away to Spain. And the shot attempt was too late. French definitely tightened up on this end of the court, making life a little bit harder. This is where they knocked down the three. Yimga. Ball stolen. Is there a way in for Niebla? Nope. He's going to give it. Oh, and the foul called on on Yimga. So 2 free throws. So Sai. Just a little bit too much bodying up. Big free throws here, and then Spain need to try to prevent another bucket from France before halftime. Good concentration from Asai. Here come the French. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Omniscar steps back. It's a 2 if it goes, and it does. Quality performance from the French in that first half. So they lead 43-34. But a lot of basketball left. 43-34, France on top of Spain in the 3rd place game at the under-18 EuroBasket. Look at that, 68% for France. Not bad either for Spain, but Spain haven't made as many. Spain have gotten to the free throw line a lot. 19-11 rebounding advantage for the French, so that's huge. Some of the highlights. There's Marivashvili scoring down low for Spain. Giving it up to Omniscar. Nice touch for Omniscar. Also Diaby Cisse. And Latailleur picking right up where he left off in the semifinals. Got 6 points. Gallo with that drive. He's got 6. And Fernandez was pretty lively in that first half. He's got 7 points. And the leader of this team, Niebla. Niebla only has 5, and the French doing a great job of limiting him. This is the great passing that led to the 3. And then Omniscar to Diaby Cisse, and there we are at halftime. 43-34, France on top. Second half action about to start here at the third place game in Trentino at the under-18 EuroBasket. France on top, 43-34 against Spain. France have led by as many as 15 in this game. Spain only led briefly by 2 points. Remember, France coming off the disappointment of the overtime defeat at the buzzer against Italy, whereas Spain fell to Slovenia in their semifinal. And make no mistake about it, it is imperative for these two teams to leave this tournament on the back of a win. Nothing worse than finishing 0-2 on the last couple of days. Spain beat France in last year's under-18 title game. So Diaby Cisse called for the foul this time. Otelar comes up with the steal. Otelar hands it off to Yemga. Better ball movement for the French. Omniscar. Back to Yemga. Drives in. And Saïd looked almost like he tapped that in the end, but I think it was going in. Diego Niebla misses that, but there's a Saïd on the boards. He's fouled. Five Pole France players in this team. Oluma, Yemga, Vado, De Boer, and Rayner. And Spain get it in just in the nick of time. Rodriguez passes it back outside. There is a three-point shot, badly needed by Alonso. Alonso plays with Real Madrid. Talented youngsters have come through that program over the years. Letailleur lets it go. And Spain knock it out of bounds. So difficult to get the rebound when you're competing with France. France was the decisive edge right now in rebounding. Spain had 13 rebounds, and compare that to 20 for the French. 8 of their 20 coming on the offensive glass. On this guard. To the corner. Otelar missing. And again, another chance for the French. Rayner gets it into Yemga, gets it back. Yemga doesn't settle, drives, and Diaby Cisse picks it up. They don't have enough time though. France 3 of 13. They hit a few threes early on, but not much since. And driving, electing to drive there. Here's Alonso. He just knocked one in. Spain now 3 of 9 from three-point range after that Alonso make. Here's Alonso thinking about challenging, and Rodriguez unsuccessful with that attempt. So, WCC gets rid of it. Fans wanted to travel. Omniskar. Fernandez brings it down. Saw a good move from Rodriguez driving earlier, and here he gets rejected right at the rim. It looked like by Yemga, but the foul's called. Let's have a look at this again. Rodriguez. Yeah, got him on the arm. I thought he had it clean at first, but yeah, I think there was enough contact on the left arm to get that whistle blown. I can tell you right now that they're saying that there's no foul. So Diego Niebla goes to the line and makes the first. Ruiz has come in, Marabashvili's come in, Osayi and Fernandez have gone out for Spain. And Niebla has 7 points, and that's also now a 6-point deficit for Spain. The board also checks in for Omniskar. Yemga. Oh, sweet reverse. (16) for Yemga. Another 3 for Alonso. It's 2 in this quarter from him. Spain have been crying out for somebody to consistently hit that 3 the last few games. Rodriguez goes out to guard Rayner. Rayner puts it up, and, well, nice play by Oteyar. Alonso even hit that one. So there's only a brief sit for Fernandez. He comes back into the game. Ruiz, sweet touch. And now France have turned it over. Good ball pressure in the backcourt from Alonso. Spain very sneaky. They just do not stop. Humberto Ruiz, tough take. Pretty good D from the French, making him, challenging him. Oteyar, Letailleur, Diaby Cissé, Deboer, and Rayner on the court for the French. Good help from Alonso. He's really picked up his game in this quarter. And Rayner with the foul over there on the sideline. It's incredible. I mean, France, it just feels like, have dominated this game, yet Spain are just nipping at their heels. Time to sharpen the focus for the French as they call timeout. Well, the difference for Spain in this last few minutes has been the play of Alonso, not just for his shot making, hitting those 2 threes, but also his defense, forcing a turnover. It's going to be Gerard Fernandez going to the line. And he does make the first. Plays with basket man Ressa. And sinks both. 1.85 meters in height, 6 feet. The Spanish backcourt smaller than their French counterparts. Alonso's even shorter. No, he's also 1.85, 6 feet. Spain with a chance to run. They close the gap to 1, maybe even tie it with a 3. There's Alonso. Spain started well against Slovenia, but once Slovenia got in front, they couldn't catch them. And another 3 attempt, and that time it's an air ball. Fernandez missing it. Now, did that go off of De Boer? I guess it did. So it'll be at this end. Well, Spain elected to try to go for the basket. Lucas Sanchez this time did not get the call to go in his favor. Excuse me, that was Humberto Ruiz that tried to attack. But we saw the same thing. Germany really struggled against the French inside. They don't make it easy. That's why you really have to knock down some shots and then try to create some opportunities driving to the basket. There's Kanye. Feels like it's a new game all of a sudden since Spain have come back. It's going to be French basketball. She had a good angle, referee. Rapini. I think the idea was that De Boer wanted him to give it right back to him. Fernandez gets it. Back outside it goes. Mr. Sanchez gets in off to Rodriguez. Look how difficult it is for him to even attempt a shot against the French. And he is fouled, so a couple free throws. French need to stop complaining about these calls and just get on with it. Both teams, in fact. Rodriguez rattles in the first. And the French led by 15 points, and right now it has dwindled to 2. Rodriguez makes both. Alfonso Rodriguez, Real Betis, Baloncesto. Spain trying to perhaps force a turnover. Cognier gets in and lays it up and in with the left hand. Beautiful play by Cognier. There's Cognier really hounding Alonso, and an offensive foul, I believe, on Rodriguez. French picking it up defensively. Yeah, he's got his arm wrapped around him, and Rapini, I think once he felt that, he went down to kind of reinforce the fact that he was being held back. Cognier again. This time gets it out. Omiskar. Over to Aluma. Oh. And Rodriguez can't corral it. Even on this mid, Spain get a stop, but they can't rebound it. That's the second time in this quarter where they haven't been able to just control the rebound. Cognier again. I think his foot was on the line. Yeah, that was a 2, but nevertheless, he looks lively. Here he is coming up, defending in the backcourt. Alonso. Gabi Cisse whistled for the foul. Cognier, player at Le Mans, he is 1.85 meters, 6 feet. Lightning quick. Rodriguez goes right back to the line. He's attempted quite a few free throws in this tournament. He came in having hit 14 of 22. And Marabashvili with a rebound for Spain. And it went off the hands of Fernandez. Looks like Spain kind of blew a layup. Omiskar, nice pass. And then blocked from behind by Alonso, but Cognier goes down. Have a look. Ooh, pretty good. Cognier sinks the first. He's looked really the part in this third quarter. It's both. Sanchez, dangerous, being guarded by Cognier. Fernandez doesn't have any space to launch it. Okay, he does. He has to take a deep one. And even though France didn't get the steal, they won that possession because they didn't give away any good look to Spain. Cognier from deep. Another chance. Humberto Ruiz diving for the ball, but Spain need to come up with those. Omiscar. And he left his feet, trying to make the pass, goes out of bounds. So Diallo coming back in. Fernandez is going to sit down. He'll sit down eventually. Pass whipped into Diallo. Turns, misses. Offensive rebound, Viguer. Diallo, and it's Rapini that comes down with the ball. Now Luma, great catch. Omiscar. Whoa. Letallier is going to the line. Surrounded by Spanish jerseys, but able to get the shot off and get fouled. Looked like Ruiz kind of ran into him. There's so many intriguing players in this French team, and Letallier is right at the top of the list. For me, he and Omiscar and Cognier, Diaby Cissé, they all have a lot of attributes. What was really impressive about Letallier yesterday was how he, in those difficult moments, took control of the game for France. Just a little bit unlucky at the end. Oh, nice play. Wonderful play. Good pass by Sanchez to Niebla, who's been resting a little bit, maybe ready for this final charge. There's Omiscar. He's got some nice moves as well. Omiscar looks taller to me than 1.9, 6'2". He is kind of fades. And Spain hold. So it is anybody's game. Spain winning that quarter, 17-14. France lead at 57-51. The field goal percentage dropping some for France inside the arc in that quarter. Look at the assist numbers, 12 more. It's interesting for Spain. France still ruling the roost in the rebounds. That was a block that got Niebla to the line and also drew the ire of France. I thought it was clean. That was Yemga getting the reverse layup. And Cognier, really impressive in that third quarter. Scanning the QR code to get live stats and more from the under 18 EuroBasket. So 9 points for Niebla, for Alonso, and Fernandez for Spain. And who's going to win it this year? Well, we know it's not going to be Spain. They won it last year, but this is the third place game. It's either going to be Slovenia or Italy winning that title. Yemga has 14 points, 10 for Le Tailleur to lead the French. France trying to pick it up defensively here. There's Diallo, works his way, good footwork from Diallo, then he stays with it. Oh, this is the putback. And the Spain coach must be thinking, how is he not getting one of those to go down? Can the French lower the boom? They're up 6. Rayner has it. Over to DeBoer. And once again, off the miss, Spain just cannot control the rebound. It's just such a struggle trying to box out the French. Yemge catches it, puts it up. And finally, Spain come down with it. Well, the penetration from Niebla hasn't been there, but he's going to go in. He's going to miss, but Diallo with the rebound. Diallo this time does convert. And they're going to check on Niebla. I do. Don't need him to be injured. Well, when you drive to the basket the way that Niebla does, you are kind of putting your body on the line. I think Garcia wanted a foul there, but looked to me like the French. I mean, the French probably the best team in this tournament when it comes to rim protection, getting up and getting those hands up and getting blocks. Here's DeBoer. Back to Rayner. Back to DeBoer for 3. That's more like it. Alley. Able to Diallo to the corner. And the three-point shot is good from Ruiz. Both teams rather have a air of desperation right now. They want to get out of here with a win. Rayner to Vado, goes off his hands and out of bounds. Will be a foul in France. It's the first foul for either team in this fourth quarter. There goes Niebla. Ooh. Just the rebound goes up and in. You can just see that it's more of a challenge for him going up against the French defense than it was against Slovenia. Oh. And that is Yemga's fault. You don't start to make a move for that cut, that backdoor cut, or that cut, and then stop. Rayner sees he's making the cut, so he makes the pass. You got to go. So Yemga's going to sit down for a minute. 2-point lead for the French in Spain. Oh, great defense by Rapini. Reaching in and tying up the driver, Lucas Sanchez. Left drive, all good handoff to Vado. I think that pass is there all game long for France. Sanchez. Davis goes up to shoot the three and travels. And another great defensive play by Rapini. Quietly, one of France's better players, in my opinion. Doesn't get the hype. Luca Rapini's got 6 points, 8 rebounds today. 2.02 meters, 6'7", and that great Cholet basketball program. He is a center. Dalby Cisse for three. Oh, goes in and out. Unlucky. And that great drive by Diallo, just kind of bullying his way in there. Get back in the game. Oh boy, the ball thrown right into the hands of Spain, who can tie it here if they scored. Lucas Sanchez goes in. He scores! Incredible! Vamos! Excuse me. That was Niebla. Thought it was Sanchez. And Spain have tied it. Just never gave up, stuck to their guns. Yeah, Niebla. Not sure how I confused him with Sanchez. I guess they got dark hair. That's about it. And they both like to drive. And he has a lovely twisting finish. Hasn't been quite as influential today, yet he does still have 13 points and 6 rebounds. And I think France might want to think about getting Rapini back in the game as soon as they can, because, well, he is a beast in there. Who's going to get the MVP? Well, see some of the great winners over the years: Halampopoulos, Ntilikina, Aldama. Well, Spain had not lost the game until they fell to Slovenia. Trying to bounce back and get a win, and a win against this French team would be very impressive. French did not want to lose after leading by 15. Three was no good, but another offensive rebound for France. They've been a thorn in the side of Spain today at this end of the court, giving up so many of those rebounds. Here's Yemga. High arcing three, and he's fouled. Incredible. By Rodriguez. That was at the end of the shot clock. Second one is good as well. Only makes 2 out of 3. Rodriguez back to Niebla. Niebla just had some success. He wants to get another one, but France are locking down. Throws it away. They denied him the first option of attempting the shot, and they were ready for the pass. Here's a 3. What a rebound from Diaby Cissé, but then he has it taken away. Niebla forces his way in. Great hustle, Diallo, to get it back. Diallo goes up, gets it back again. 14 on the shot clock. They throw it into Humberto Ruiz, trying to get like maybe an alley-oop. Now Cognier back to Yemga for 3. And Diallo's found that little bit of extra bit of energy for Spain on the glass. Able to twist, turns, gets in and scores. Isn't taking no for an answer, Niebla. He knows those French have keyed on him today, but he's going to keep going. Cognier has it. Coming up on the 3.5-minute mark. Omiscar back to Cognier. Spain will try to force a 3. They get it to Letailleur. And great job, Cognier, getting his hands on the long rebound. Well, it looked like Humberto Ruiz probably should have had that going the other way. France just 4 of 23 from three-point range. Spain 5 of 14. So Spain have possession, a chance to take the lead. Now you got to give Niebla the ball. Oh, Yemga. Rather, Diaby Cissé switches on to him. Shot clock about to expire. Tough shot. Great D by the French. Oh, and Omiscar is fouled. It's an unsportsmanlike. Lucas Sanchez. Oh, I don't know. If they go and review, if they review that, I'm not sure they would keep that. Unless he grabbed him with his left arm, which I didn't see. Definitely swiping at the ball from behind. Omiscar misses the first. And does get the second one to go down. France 7 of 12 at the free throw line. Spain 15 of 21. 1-point lead for the Blues. Going up against La Roja. Letailleur. Yeah, he's going to put it up. And this time it's short, but there's Yemga with the rebound like so many times today. France getting the offensive boards. "36 rebounds for France, 18 of them on the offensive glass. So half of their rebounds coming on the offensive end. 9 on the shot clock. Kanye dribbles left. Puts it up from 3. Spain have to box out, and this time they get the basketball. Humberto Ruiz. Alonso after a long break, back in the game. Diallo gets it outside. Open 3. Too good to turn down. Letayor hands it off to Kanye, who brings it up the court quickly. France had the overtime game yesterday. Overtime is not out of the question in this one either. Omiskar! Well, it's a rare 3, but it's a big 3. And Omiskar stretches the lead to 4. Spain have to call a timeout. It's his first 3 attempt of the day, and he has knocked it down. Well, if you're Spain, again, Niebla needs touches, and you got to hope that Diallo is going to continue to be active down low, getting some rebounds and potential putbacks. Here's Niebla driving this time, and you see how he can kind of cut back to his left. So Omiskar knocking down that 3. France's 5th 3 of the game, 5 of 26. 3 of their 3s came in the first quarter. It was early. And Alonso brings it up to court. Oh, that looks like very close to a foul from Kanye, reaching in and slapping down on the ball. But referee letting him play on. Now Diallo needs to go down low. Here he is. Rodriguez keeps it. Or Niebla, excuse me. Diego Niebla. Well, he didn't get to the basket that time, but he did hit the jumper. Boy, he's going to be on the All-Star 5 without question. I would be shocked if Niebla's not on there. Yemga from deep, back to the iron, offensive rebound. Yeah, easily fouled. It was Niebla at his left arm, draped all over him. So big free throws now for Kanye. 2 of 2 today. And excellent free throw shooter, and he misses the first. He had hit 13 of 14 before this game. And then he was 2 of 2 before that miss. Takes his time, takes it up to a 3-point lead. Good deep. Here's a twisting, turning shot from Humberto Ruiz. And I think Rapini is going to get this foul. So 2 free throws. Have a look on Omiskar. No, it's going to be on Omiskar. To be fair, wasn't doing too much wrong there. Oh. First free throw of the day for Humberto Ruiz. Over to Badalona star. Good free throw shooter, 24-30 coming into today. And makes the second. We've got 1 minute remaining. Cognier to the corner. Omiskar had hit a three earlier. Leans, falls down. Other offensive rebound. The story of this game. Diaby Cisse with the board and the putback. 13th foul on France. Well, if France do hold on and win, Spain are going to look back and they're going to know that it was France's ability to get to the offensive glass and to get so many rebounds. That was the difference in this game. They have more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. And in terms of second chance points, 21 for France, 9 for Spain. All right, 45.3 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but it can be an eternity. Clock can stop. All kinds of things can happen over the final 45 seconds. So it says 17 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, Diallo fouled. I think Spain definitely do not want him going to the line. But that is the third foul. But that's good for Spain because they get another foul in France with no time going off the clock, basically. Diaby Cisse with the personal. Thing is, if Diallo catches it down there and goes up, you've got to be going for the rebound. Everybody has to crash the boards. Ruiz for three. Great save by Alonso. And Niebla misses. Letailleur with the rebound. Omiskar crosses midcourt. And then he's fouled by Humberto Ruiz. Omiskar is a very interesting player. Excuse me, France are over the limit now. So they've got 4. So Omiskar is going to inbound it. Oh. Oh, look at the hustle. Going for the ball. Cognier has it. France. It's the 4th team foul in Spain. Humberto Ruiz diving. That might be it for him. Great hustle from Alonso. Yeah, Ruiz, sadly for Spain, has fouled out. .6 seconds left. Feels like France are in a winning position here. Cognier can increase the likelihood. But he misses, another air miss for him. And just like last time, makes 1 of 2. 5-point lead. Now France do not want to foul here. Niebla for 3. Spain go for the rebound. Pump fake. Oh, boy. He gets it to go. 6.6 seconds left. Spain need a steal. They need a foul. And if you can make one of these, it's pretty much it. It's over. It'll be 2 possessions. So Letailleur, whose late three-pointer with less than a second left yesterday, looked like he had forced a second overtime against Italy, but then De Maio of Italy hit a game-winning 3 with 0.8 seconds left. So Letailleur pretty much guaranteeing that France are going to win this game. Something strange and spectacular would have to happen for Spain to get the win now. Well, French for the second year in a row, looking like they're going to get to the podium. This time it'll be a bronze. Spain, after winning gold last year, after winning the title, will most likely be finishing 4th. So Spain will advance the ball after the timeout because it was a made basket, made free throws rather. Alonso gets it, they got to get the 3 up, and that's going to be it. So France are going to celebrate a 3rd place game victory, hard fought against Spain. But they get it done, 74-69. So Spain check into the Heartbreak Hotel here at the end of the tournament. And they competed. That's all you can say about Spain. They really did compete. They gave it their best, and they just got beat by a better team today. The French, 74-69 winners. Proud moment for Elise Prudhomme as well, the first French woman to coach, the first woman to coach a French men's youth team. And she will now turn her attention to Vichy, where she's going to be coaching professional basketball as well, the men's team there. And both teams, I think, have a lot to be proud of for what they've achieved at this tournament. Ultimately, as we see the rebounds, looking at the numbers there, the shooting 24-42 for France, inside 57%. Look at that. I mean, the rebounding 42-34, but it was the offensive rebounding which led to so many second chance points for the French that made the big difference. 21 of their 42 rebounds came on the offensive glass. So they left the floor yesterday in utter shock and disbelief after falling right at the death in overtime to Italy. And they have come back 24 hours later and gotten the job done. And it is difficult to win that third place game. And again, it's not the game that either team wants to play. And this one just played true to form. Once you get deeper into the game and the players realize what's at stake, they really do just give everything. Cognier, I think, Diaby Cisse, Letailleur, Omiskar, so good for this French team today. Rapini, Yemga had 16, 6 of 16 from the floor. There's Letailleur with the drive, and then Yemga with the bucket. Spain reacted. They came back and even, pulled level when it seemed like France might just run away from them. They came back midway through the final quarter and tied it. And French just had a little bit too much. But look at the great defense by Spain. Spain ended up getting 7 steals. This is a nice 3. Omiskar with the nice dish to Diaby Cisse. Omiskar 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, steal. Didn't see a lot of this in the first half. Niebla driving. We saw it more in the second. It helped Spain come back. Humberto Ruiz knocking down that 3. And at this point, you thought Spain might win. But France seal the deal, make enough free throws late, and win it 74-69 to clinch third place. So a great achievement for them. And really, again, when you look at all the quarterfinalists, you knew this was going to be a dogfight to the podium. It was not going to be easy. The fact that they beat Germany the way they did and really had Italy on the ropes, they've come back to finish third.